What a way to wake up in the morning. So welcome back to another travel vlog of Australia. I've ditched the caravan, I'm on my own, I'm doing a solo camp. We did this in the beginning of our travels, but it didn't go to plan, so I'm off to Teewah beach camping area on Double Island. Jumped onto the ferry, I've got all my gear, and thought I'd take you along, do a bit of fishing. Well, try to do some more fishing. Fishing is shit, but we're gonna go give it a go. Here we are. We're just here before the beach access, I should say. So now it's time to drop the tyres. Now I do run a bit of weight on the back of the car, so I'm going to drop it down to about 20 on the back and 18 on the front. We need to go down a bit more on the beach, we can drop it. So yeah, we just pop here, just grab the tyre deflator and run around the 4 tyres. And let's get on the beach. Whew. Can't wait. These are the days I really look forward to. Woo! We made it on, baby! It's a bit blowy today, but yeah, hopefully when you go up to Double Island Point, you can go over to the Rainbow Beach side. So if the wind blows in the wrong direction, you can always go over to the other side and hopefully find a sheltered spot. So that's what we're going to be hoping for today. But we're on, and got a bit of mileage to punch out here till the camping area. I think it's about 10 k's or so. Hot tip: always go on the beach, or what I've been told, when it's low tide. So I'm about a half an hour late today, so the tide is starting to come up, but we'll get a good run now up to the camping area. Woo! Yeah, baby! Well, we made it up to the camping section on Tiwa camping. Oh, I'm not in 4-wheel drive, it's a bit soft. Oh dear. We made it up to the camping section, pretty busy. What do you expect? It is the beginning of December. I think some of the schools are on holiday already, but I'm not ready to set up camp. What I am ready for is a bit of lunch. It's now 12 o'clock. I was running a bit late. So I'm going to head up further and see if I can find a nice sheltered spot to make lunch. Now, I did not rely on myself catching fish for lunch, so I've brought some hot dogs. So let's go and see if we can find a good little spot. We can park up and make some lunch, because the old tummy is starting to grumble. Wow, what a spot to be having lunch, guys. What do you think? Drop the comments in below. What do you think of it? If you wouldn't mind having lunch at a spot like this. So for lunch we have hot dogs. Now I've got to divide this up because I've got to have lunch tomorrow or breakfast tomorrow, and I only bought this and a steak for dinner. I don't know if we're going to give the fishing a go today. It is pretty windy where I wanted to fish. Let's just turn that down a bit. There you go, look at that, we'll wrap that up. Awning is doing its job. Great awning, great price. Now we had the fox wing before this, and that was $700. I think I bought it from Anaconda. And if you don't have someone with you, they tend to just, if there's a gust of wind, they just bend over and snap the joints, which they actually designed to do. But we sold it and we bought this one, $1,100, 2 meter. Would have liked the 2.5, but there was no stock. But yeah, quick, 30 seconds to put up. And if you want, each arm has a leg that slops down, and you got guard ropes that built. What I actually like about this is the guard rope is actually built in a zip here. So you just roll it up and put it in there, and I'll show you when I pack it up how easy it is. So let's crack on. Let's butt up some rolls, and these just need a bit of a warm up, really. Starving. Well, that was lunch. Lunch is settled, relaxed for a bit, and now I'm going to try and get up to that little point over there. I don't know if you can see behind me. Got to go around. It looks like there's a bit of water to navigate through, but we're going to go around there and try and have a fish, and then we're going to head back over to the windy side, to the Double Island side, and Teewah beach camping side, I should say, and set up camp for the night. It's pretty busy, so we're going to take some time to find a decent spot, but let's not dribble on anymore. Let's pack up and see if I can get around there. That'll be quite interesting. I haven't seen anyone come back there, but there are some utes up on the point, so let's give it a crack. Yeah, no go. High tide, and there's a massive deep creek to cross, and I'm not prepared to cross that when I'm by myself as well. So we're going to head back over to the Double Island side and see how if the weather's or the wind's dropped off that side, and see if we can get a fish. Go up to the point there. It's high tide now. Whoa! So we're driving up on the soft stuff. I'm not in four-wheel drive, I'm in full high, so we just got to get back towards the camping section and start looking for a nice little camp somewhere quiet, I reckon, and get set up, and I don't know, maybe have a fish off the front of the camp. Maybe I think that's going to be the go. So I reckon it's not far, but it's a fair little drive, especially on this soft stand, and I don't really have a lift suspension on this ute, so I'm sort of dragging the chassis along. What is that? Oh, that's a rock. There you go. Well, there's no use complaining about it. We just got to cut through it. Yeah, it's pretty high up. But I will say, in a positive note, it looks like the wind's died down a bit more on this side. I mean, it is 3:30 in the afternoon, and generally the wind dies down in the afternoons, and the sea looks dirty, and I reckon that's from the that fire that was on Fraser, because it was blowing over this way. It could be all the ash or something in the water, but it's a bit patchy, so I don't know if it's going to be even worth trying to get the fishing rod out. Oh wow. But stay positive, and let's find a camp and get set up. We're at the beginning of the camping. What's it? Camping zone 1. So pretty much we can start looking for a camp anywhere along here. Now this stretch of camping is actually quite long. I'm looking for something with just a little bit of a ledge I can park up, pop the rooftop tent, and not park on top of someone, and just have my own little area of privacy. That's what I'm pretty much looking for. But when I come through here in the beginning, Looked like everyone had taken all the spots. You know, well, not all the spots, but the spots that looked appealing to me. I'll just think found us a little spot here. Also want to try and be a bit level. I don't think it's the greatest spot. We'll see what it looks like once we get a little bit level. It's not really level. There we go. I think this will do. Home for the night. I do think I'm going to reposition the ute because with a rooftop tent you want to try and get it as level as possible. So I think I'm just going to shift the ute a little to the right, reverse her up, and boy, look at those views I'm going to have from the rooftop tonight. Wow, I'm really looking forward, and possibly a fish just out the front here. Well, they say if you don't have a line in the water, you don't stand a chance, so got to at least try. Got the bait, got the rods, so nothing else to do, just a bit early. Maybe crack a cold one, and just sit back, relax, and yeah, so let's just move the ute, let's get set up. So a lot of people have been asking what upgrades we've done to the ute. So first thing is we put a King's Tourer Mark II rooftop tent on. Now there are better ones out there, more expensive ones. Paid $2,500 for this one, and the ones that they can go up 3, 4, even 5 grand for them. Now the only con of this one is the weight. It's 93 kilos. It's got a 75mm mattress, and that includes the rooftop, the ladder. But so far she seems to be all right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to jump up and show you why we bought this type of tent. 1, 2, up she goes. She's got an elastic strap to hold everything in place. There you go. It's got this thing over here which we'll just tuck away like that. I'll jump up inside, I'll get that down, and I'll just quickly peg this sheet up. Telescopic ladder here. I wish I was a bit taller. There you go. And this came with it. And what's nice about this is we can also use this ladder for when we try and clean the solar panels on the roof of the caravan. I've always been wanting to buy one of these, but anyway, there you go. I'll jump up and just put these pegs up quickly to hold the fly sheet. It'll get easier more times you put this up, I reckon. But anyway, that just bends in, drops in there. Now you don't have to have the sheet up, but I just put it up. You can roll it up, it just keeps that dew or the rain, if it isn't any rain that comes. Sorry guys, you can't really see me, but I'm up here. Short one over there. One more long one in the back. And then it's also got a long pole just to help those gas struts if you want. Just like that. And there you go. Home away from home. Oh, you know what? That's it. Well, what we'll do is I'll just zip up these fly sheets just to keep the bugs out. Now I've also put a little light up in here which I'll show you a bit later when it gets dark, but I reckon it takes, once you've done it a few times, it'll take about a minute and a half to set up and about a minute and a half to take down. And then I'll just open up the awning as well. And then we also, like I said earlier, we upgraded the awning. You've got to do the 10 first. I've caught myself out before, but we'll try running it. And guys, this is pretty much an easy setup. I wouldn't say it's the best setup out there. It's more budget setup, but it serves myself and Sue's purpose. And the purpose of getting this was so that we could do this type of camping, because we don't want to take the van and lug it along the beach and stuff. So we wanted to have something that we could camp away from the caravan with, especially if we can get over to WA and things like that. We can go off, and I can go off and do things like this. So that's one of the reasons, or the main reason why. I mean, guys, this is pretty easy to go. I mean, look at that. Done. Got another little light stuff installed that I'll put on tonight and show you. No wind. That's pretty steady. So we set up now. Now it's time to get a rod, cold beer, take a walk down to the beach and try and have a fish, maybe some whiting around. But I have brought something for supper because, yeah, well, we all know my luck at fishing is pretty terrible. So let's set up the fishing gear. There we go. Fishing rod all set up. Now, if you had to see the gear I'm using, you'd be having a laugh. But anyway, take the sunnies off, head out the front there. First, get a piece of squid. I'm not chasing anything big, to be honest. I don't normally do this type of fishing. I'm absolutely no idea. If I get a shark, I'm in trouble. I've got nothing to take it off with. I don't feel like being bitten by one. But yeah, let's get some bait on that hook. There we go. Down to the water. You know what, let's lose the thongs. Sorry about the audio, guys, but I'm not taking the microphones into the water either. No idea what I'm doing. Might go over there. Some people over there. Oh, look at this. Bit choppy. It's alright. I can see why no one's fishing. So much seaweed in the water now, I can't even reel in the bloody line. Can't get it off, so I'm gonna have to cut it all off so I can feed the seaweed off the line. And yeah, I can see, there's no one else fishing. One cast and you can see the seaweed now when I start looking for it, but oh man, it's not having any luck with this fishing. Oh, look at how good that is. Hey? All set up. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna crack a beer. First I'm gonna sort this rod out, go throw that piece of squid out, and come back, get a bucket of water, wash my hands, wash the knife, do all of the cleaning up part of it, and then just sit back and crack a beer and, I don't know, cook dinner a bit later. It's still a bit early. I don't know if you can see steak. Let's get it on. I think I've got some rolls to stick that in with. I've got a bin going. I'll tell you what, bloody temperature's dropped. I might just eat dinner, climb up into bed. Now, I bought these LED lights from Oz LED in Brendale in Brisbane, just north of Brisbane. So what I was talking about it. So this light has got an orange light and a white light, so you can have it on together, which we got now. So I'll just quickly turn off the white. You see that orange light there helps keep the mosquitoes away if you don't have any other white light around, which is quite cool. I bought a 600 and I bought a little 150 for upstairs in the rooftop tent, which I'll show you a bit later. But let's turn the white light on so we've got some stuff to cook. So I'm just going to whip this up quickly, put some spices on, and I'll tell you what guys, this has absolutely turned it on for me here tonight. That was a great night's sleep. Listening to the ocean all night was really cool, and then I woke up and watched the sunrise. It's pretty early, but we're going to wrap this up. I'd love to go up the beach to where we were yesterday and see, maybe go for a walk or something. So let's get up. Wow. Really does your feet in. Wow, just look at that. Just can't seem to get enough of it, eh? Well, I don't even know what the time is. I think it's pretty early. Yeah, it's beautiful. Look at this. $6 a night. Plus the vehicle on the beach, I think was $34 for the week. So I came up to about just over $40 for a night. Obviously you can stay longer if you want. I think you can stay up for 29 days, but it is getting busy. It is school holidays. But yeah, I don't think I want to hang around too much longer. Just pack up. And the March flowers are pretty bad this morning. They were pretty good last night. And head up the beach that way. I reckon that'll be the go. So here's the crossing, full low, second gear. She's a bit bumpy, but woo! Let's send it, baby. Big third. Oh, she's a bit soft, baby. Yes. Come on, Ford. Ooh. Ooh, I've never got bogged on a beach before. This looks pretty. Yeah, we made it. Let's keep keep going. Well guys, that was a bit of a fail. The March flies are absolutely ridiculous this morning. They're just diving for me, so... Oh shit, actually following me. So what I'm thinking about doing is sending it back to Noosa. Still nice and early, it's just gone 7 o'clock. So hit the low tide on the way back. But then I'm thinking, give it a bit of the Noosa River, a bit of a fish. I'm adamant to catch a fish, so I'm going to just send it back. I reckon it's about an hour drive. It's low tide, so we can hit the hard stuff on the way back and wash the car when we get off, and then oh shit, where am I? And then go find a nice little quiet spot up on the Noosa River maybe, and be able to have a little bit of a fish for a few hours, and then we'll send it back to the van, which is back in Brisbane. Sue's all good, so I'm glad to hear that she's okay. So, woo, yeah, stuff's soft. Yes, look at this. Aha! Yeah, baby. Let's send it back to Noosa. So we made it back off the beach, back onto the bitumen. So now what I'm going to do is I've got it on board air compressor. So I'm just going to pop out, drop some air in the tyres, and then drive through to the ferry and jump on the ferry and see if we can find a good fishing spot this morning. So when you come off Double Island, what I like about this is there's a car wash here. So it's actually an underbody car wash. I don't know how much it is, but we'll pay it because you can see where all the sand is. So yeah, let's give her a wash. Look at all the sand. You can see, look at all the sand on the back. The sand gets in everywhere. So we'll pay, we'll go in. I've got to drive it in, otherwise I'll show you how it works. $19 gets you 3 minutes. Well, you got to pay it, because I ain't going to wash and be able to get the sand out from underneath this chassis and that. And then when I get back to, I'll give the inside a vacuum because there's sand everywhere.
Wait to see your golden smile, feel of 1,000 kisses. Oh, please stay a while. I'll reach up to hold your sunlit face. Feels like a handful.
Just had to pull out the bow. There was someone else behind me, but that thing does an amazing job. Oh, there's no more sand anywhere. I'll still give it another wash through the wash bay when we're back and give it a bit of a soap up. But generally, yeah, she rinses the chassis off, as you can see, just go backwards and forwards. So, oh, that was pretty good. It's always a good thing to do when you come off the beach. That's how we keep these vehicles from rusting. So now, we're a short little drive to the ferry. Across the ferry with a queue. People are queued up. Well, it's that time of the year, isn't it? And school holidays are just starting, I think, and the weekend's coming. But old mate on the ferry says you're wasting your time with the fishing. Obviously, he has no hope for me. So what we're going to do is, it's 9 o'clock. I've decided we'll find a wash bay somewhere. We'll wash the ute and we'll go back to the caravan. But there's one more thing I want to show you, upgrade that we've done on the caravan. So just hang in there for me and let me drive back to Sanford. About a 2-hour drive, I think. And I'll show you that little upgrade we've done on the caravan when we get there, and see how Sue's doing, check on Sophie. So let's punch it out. So here we are back at Sanford, and yes, it is raining. Thank goodness I didn't have this weather on the weekend. But I did say I was going to show you the upgrade we did in the van. So in the tunnel boot we had a king slide out, fridge slide with the Weber on it, and there's no way I could design something in there that would take the Weber, it doesn't matter what I did. So what we decided to do is take it out, and I'm going to show you now. It is raining, so just bear with me. Just want to open up the tunnel boot quick. We've put in an XTM 3-drawer slide system kitchen, outdoor kitchen I should say, from BCF. $4.99 I paid for it. They were on special. They're normally $6.99. And yeah, I can store stuff up here, and we can pull that out. That slides out, and that slides out. So let me show you quick. So with cooking and stuff in the caravan on gas, just seems it's just too hot. So this is one of the reasons why we put this in. So we slide this out, comes all the way out, and then another slide out. It's got legs on it, and it can take 60 kilos on each shelf. Weber goes here, induction cooktop over there. Guys, simple but effective upgrade. Now, a lot of people go on about my ball weight. I do have a ball weight problem, so this whole system weighs 30 kilos. So I had a huge amount of room to put that in. So yeah, I think it's pretty good. So yeah, that's it. That's our upgrade on the van, and obviously we unpacked a bit of stuff that we didn't need. But guys, that's it for this vlog. If you're enjoying the content, please hit the like and subscribe button below. Thank you very much for your support. Next week we're going to do a pros and cons of working on the road, so we'll get Sue involved in that one. We get a lot of questions about that, and we're going to tell you how difficult it is and the challenges we face while traveling and working on the road. So guys, you have a good week. We'll see you next week.